3, 2, 1. Houston, you are clear for liftoff.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 4 of this NHL 20 custom franchise mode here with the Houston Cosmonauts. Just before this video starts, if you guys are new to the channel and are enjoying my videos, please go down below, consider subscribing, leave a like on the video, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. But anyways, let's jump into the video. So guys, in today's episode, we get into the second round of the 2020 playoffs here. Last episode, we got through the Chicago Bulls, or not Chicago Bulls, oh geez, it's a basketball team. We got through the San Antonio Bulls in just 6 games, and really just went through an overview of the playoffs as well as, the end of the season, but we are coming up against the Phoenix Rattlesnakes now, another kind of division rival, not so much interstate rival, but, still a good team here. They are going to prove to be very good against us most likely here, as they do have some elite defensemen and a very good goalie in Vasilevsky. So yeah, we are going to have our work cut out for us here. I don't know how it's going to go. If we do manage to win this series, we'll probably get on to the next one in this episode. If we do get knocked out, though, we will probably head into the offseason and the draft and all that good stuff. But yeah, there is a franchise player there in Caden Loynes, but I'm not so interested in him as compared to some of these other guys that are in here that, could also make a difference to our team. Germain, I don't know how you say his name there, German maybe? I'm interested in getting some defensive or winger pairings that will benefit our franchise players already, so that's kind of what we're looking into for this upcoming draft. I'll have to check it over again once we get to that point, but right now we are focused solely on the playoffs here. So we have another 7-game series. Phoenix is considered a better team than we are, just based on how the regular season went, but as you can see, our team is really starting to perform well. I am very impressed with what level they've gotten to here. And, getting Chris Tanev back is going to be a big addition to the team here. Again, he's going to be able to come in, win games when he needs to, and, or not win games when he needs to, but make big plays when he needs to and help us hopefully win more games. So, yeah, I'm happy with how the team's set up right now. I don't really have any complaints about it, and we're going to see what they can do against Phoenix. So, game 1 and 2 will be in Phoenix, but let's see how they go. So, first period, we find ourselves up 3-2. We start off by letting a goal in from Riley Smith there, but Corey Perry, Zdeno Chara, and John Davidson all net goals. Tyler Seguin does find the back of the net there at the end of the first period, though. We outshoot them 17-9. Second period, we find ourselves up 5-3 as John Davidson and Chara both net their second goals of the game, and Radulov puts away a power play goal there for the Rattlesnakes. So heading into the third period, really we have the advantage. We got a 5-on-3. We don't make the Rattlesnakes pay somehow. Geez, they really dodged a couple bullets there, and they continue to dodge those bullets, even though we are shooting like crazy here. We really came out and attacked, but Derek Englund makes it a 1-goal game, and then Radulov ties it up. Guys, I don't understand the sim engine here, how only 29 shots gets you 5 goals, but 43 shots only gets you 5 goals. Like, come on. We had like 5 power plays that period, didn't capitalize on any of them, so let's see what happens here in overtime. Really, I'm going to be quite mad if we lose this one. We were all over them, and we kind of blew it here. So let's see. Will the Cosmonauts redeem themselves, or do the Rattlesnakes get the best of them here to start off? And Phoenix did get the best of us, man. They did. And that is a royal piss off, because really we were the better team throughout that entire game. And we just didn't bury any power play goals, which is a big pain in the butt, especially considering that we just went down 1-0 on that game. All right, game 2. let's see. By the looks of it, our AHL team's still alive. They're going up against Providence now, so that's good to see. But yeah, no, game 2, we need to come back and actually get a win here. We forced Phoenix pretty strongly there in that first game, and yeah, we come out strong again. Teravainen, Barkov, and Meyer all get goals there on Vasilevsky. Radulov gets 1. We outshoot them 15-10. Second period, it's a 6-3 game as both teams put at least 2 goals away in that period. Teravainen gets the second of the game. Perry finds the net. Kovalchuk gets a power play goal. Riley Smith finds the net, and Seguin gets a power play goal for Phoenix. We outshoot them 27-17 in the first and second period there. So heading into the third, again, we are in a very good spot here. Power play doesn't convert again, but Dante Heinen is able to score just after that. So that is good to see. 7-3 really should wrap up this game. I don't think Phoenix is going to get 4 goals in a period here, but you never know. So yeah, we'll just watch this sim out nice and quickly, and really, I don't think Phoenix is coming back from this one. Anthony Duclair does get 1 there with a minute left, but that would wrap it up 7-4. The final score, your 3 stars, Timo Meier, Corey Perry, and Teuvo Teravainen. So yeah, good performance there from the team. I'm happy with how they did in game 2. Come back, force it 1-1 in the series. Really, it should have been 2-0 for us, but we really blew that first game. So I don't know, man. I think we're the stronger team, to be honest. Just the way we've been playing has really looked good so far, and I don't have many doubts with this team that we're running with right now. So first period of game 3 in Houston, it's a 0-0 game. We get outshot 12-9. Second period, 1-1 as Timo Meier gets a goal on Vasilevsky, and Tyson Jost finds a power play marker against the King himself. Okay, so third period, we give up a power play, instantly get scored on, and yeah, that was a great start to the period. Hopefully we can kind of bounce back from that, but really it's not looking great right now. We're not getting a lot of shots. We're not creating a lot of chances. A power play there, and we don't capitalize on it. That's going to be the difference in this playoff round, is who can capitalize on power plays. And we can't. And as you can see, it cost us there. So yeah, not impressed with the team there. After that, Kevin Miller actually cost us that game right there with that slashing penalty. And yeah, it's got to be better again, boys. Like I said, you have to be better. You can't blow games by 1 goal like that to a team as good as Phoenix. You have to win them. So game 4 now. We're still 0-0 there after 1. Second period, it's 2-2. Barkov and Kovalchuk score for us. Radulov and Abdelkader, guys, Abdelkader scores for Phoenix. So you don't really like to see that, but I mean, if you're Phoenix, you do. John Davidson breaks the tie there, makes it a 3-2 game, but power play for Phoenix doesn't capitalize. Again, I told you guys, power plays are going to be critical here. Whoever can, kill off more power plays versus get scored on them is going to win this series. So 3-2 here, heading into the final minutes, and John Davidson's goal stands as the game winner, so he will most likely get a star. Yeah, and he got 1 goal, 1 assist. Henrik Lundqvist got first star of the game there, letting in just 2 goals. So Barkov leads the team now, 14 points in 10 games, and all the series are tied 2-2 here. This is definitely interesting. So I guess the Stingrays and Vikings is a bit of a rivalry too, interdivisional, but yeah, that could be interesting as well. But anyways, we're headed back to Phoenix for Game 5 here. Game 5, like I said before in the last episode, is a very critical game, and we give up 3 goals to start. Yikes, can we bounce back? Please, boys, come on. Okay, 4-2. That's not looking good. I think I might jump in and play this period because, like I've said, critical game here. And really, if it doesn't go our way, we are kind of screwed. So all-star 5 minutes. Let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. So face-off here against Tyler Seguin is going to get lost. And for some reason, my headphones had no sound there. That was not a penalty. What's the penalty there? How can it be charging if they're skating the same way? They're both skating the same direction. How? What? You're kidding me, right? That's a total flop on the other guy's part. My God. What a bad call there. That's just terrible. So yeah, that was a really stupid penalty. Don't even know what the penalty was for, really. Heinen cutting in. Got poke check. Probably should have gotten tripped there. Get out of here, Jost. Okay, guys, when my goalie doesn't decide to cover or play the puck in general and just stand there and let the guy poke it between his legs, I kind of give up on games. So don't blame me here for either quitting this game here soon or just straight up simulating the rest of it, because this is ridiculous. Like, come on, man. That should not have ever been a goal. Our guy had the puck, and he just, like, gives it up for what? Like, okay, yeah, take a penalty. Take a penalty. Hinostroza, you're not a good player, okay? Jesus. This Phoenix team is not this good, okay? They're not that good, but I'm not playing the rest of that crap when that's happening. So yeah, we go down 3-2 here, and I'm not impressed with how the game went there, because really, Phoenix got a goal they didn't deserve, and that's enough to change a series usually. So yeah, we're down 3-2. I am very most likely going to be jumping in here, especially giving up 4 goals again. Like, come on, man. This Phoenix team is not this good, okay? Look at them. They got 1 goalie. That's it. What if he gets injured? They're done. They don't even make it to the next round of the playoffs. Like, that's what happens if you have a single piece that is actually that important. And yeah, they're just getting a little bit too good a performance out of guys like Carlson and players like that. Like, Carlson in the playoffs is not very effective, to be honest. He gets defensively played, and like, his defensive play is not good enough for the playoffs is what I'm saying. So again, big chance in front. You know what? No. Get out of here. Boy, how do you let that pass go in front? Jesus. Oh, God. Like, that should be on our defenseman's stick 10 times out of 10. He's got body position on the defender, on the attacker, and it just doesn't happen. So, but yeah, Kovalchuk's never going to score on Vasilevsky, hey? Like, that's how things work. So, yeah, we're pretty much out of it here, guys. Don't expect me to score 4 goals on All-Star, but this is getting a little ridiculous at this point. Okay, here we go. Teravainen. Ha ha. See, Vasilevsky is not that good a goalie, okay? When that shot goes in, he's not that good a goalie, all right? So, second goal tonight, but my God, we're still down by 3 because nobody on our team is playing right now. So, nice goal by Kovalchuk, but can we see a little bit better performance here for the next 16 minutes? Ho, 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 ho. Okay, that was a nice goal. We scored 2 in, like, just under a couple minutes there, and Space Goblin's happy about that one. But, yeah, that was a pretty sweet pass there by Barkov. I honestly didn't expect that one to go where it did, and it's right on his tape. And who else but Erik Karlsson being the defensive liability there, hey? It's funny how that works. That was a sweet pass off the post and in. Get out of here, Vasilevsky. You're not that good. So that was a good little run of play here. We just got to keep it up, really. And oh, how is tight? Okay, no, we're pulling the King. The King's just been awful. He is literally letting every single shot he's faced so far. I can't have that. I literally cannot have that in a goalie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Henrik, but you're just getting old, okay? That was terrible. We all saw exactly what was going to happen there. Get out of our net. Like, God. Guys, rebounds. Come on. That's so shit. I'm not even playing any more of this. I'm done. I'm done with this. I don't know why I hit settings. I'm trying to hit quit because I really don't want to watch the Phoenix celebration after they score 8 goals on us on home ice. On home ice, that was really freaking brutal. So yeah, worst him into the draft. My bet would be on the. Ooh. Okay, so the Stingrays get knocked out. My bet's gonna be on either the Lumberjacks or the. Let's see, from the other division. I might bet on the Vikings here. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to see their 4 remaining teams. So the Lumberjacks are one of the teams that I really think could go far. I don't know why. I just get that feeling. Yeah, it's the defense. There's no question about that. I think Montreal could win it all. Nashville's possible, but unlikely. I mean, shit, when you got that many franchise players, you might still do it, right? So, yeah, they got a good shot too. Nashville does, for sure. And, yeah, I don't know if I'd really bet on anybody from the Western Conference, to be honest. So let's sim and see what happens. So guys, I have been looking at chemistry here. I did kind of just pause the sim, but I have been looking at chemistry. And as far as our coaching staff goes, our coach does fit the system quite nicely right now. He fits our players very nicely right now. But the one kind of problem here is that, our top guys, so you're looking for the names like Davidson and Leach. Those are the guys that you want to have on full chemistry, because if they are on a +3 or +5 chemistry boost just because they fit the line properly, then that adds to their already going to be insane overall. I know they're only 86, 87 rated right now, but they will get up to the 90s pretty quick here. So we want to try to get those guys on full chemistry. I've been trying to find systems that fit both those guys. No coaches available right now fit that better than Hugo Parise does. So we're just going to hold on to him for now. I mean, I would like to hold on to guys like Meyer and Barkov too, but really we do have a lot of expendables on this team when it comes to the draft and trading up and things like that. So yeah, I'm not exactly impressed with how everything's fitting together yet. But the nice part about this franchise mode is we don't have any trade restrictions or stuff like that, so we can go out and trade and pick up pieces that will specifically fit certain lines, which is huge because we do need that chemistry boost if we are going to eventually win a Stanley Cup. But anyways, we're going to get back into the sim here. We're down to 4 teams now with the Vikings, Rattlesnakes, Lumberjacks, and Spartans. So 2 Canadian teams there in the Eastern Conference, interestingly enough. All right, guys. So as far as the Stanley Cup champions go, the San Francisco Vikings win it first season, and the Calder Cup champions are the Texas Stars. All right, so we sell 80% of our tickets from the season tickets drive. That's not so bad, but at the same time, here we go. Okay, so New York via Detroit land the 9th. Columbus moves up 3 picks. Yeah, Edmonton moves down 2. They had the worst record in the league. The Winnipeg Wizards were pretty bad too. Austin and Dallas both finished nice and low there. All right, so the only guy that I was somewhat interested in out of this entire draft that's in the lottery would be Bill DeMaio. He's a 2-way forward, plays center right now, but apparently he doesn't have any weaknesses. 200-foot game, pro release, and offensive creativity. Besides the crash the net strategy, I'm quite interested in him. So yeah, that could be a possibility to either pair up with Donovan Leach or something like that. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm going for here, but it's interesting to see how all the players are ranked and how guys are going to land in the draft, but I don't think we're going to end up with any kind of crazy picks here. Might end up with like a top 4 defender kind of thing, but that's really all I'm expecting at this point. We got our eyes on a couple prospects, but again, I'm not expecting a lot out of this draft. A lot of the guys just don't even fit the system we're trying to build here, so it's not great. But, there is potential. I don't know why I'm pinning all those guys. I meant to pin him. But, like I said, not much potential first year. Obviously, there's a top guy here in Caden Loynes. The balance, shoot, balanced almost isn't that bad. Like, you could pair him up with Leach, but I don't think it would work spectacularly well, and I don't think that the top team there is going to want to trade their pick anyways, so why would we try to force something that's probably not going to happen? A lot of these guys just unfortunately do not fit the system we're trying to build here, and it's going to make things a lot more difficult in the future if we do pick them right now. So I'm all right being patient and just waiting, maybe taking guys off the board like Hervinen or there's not a ton of great options here, so we might even be smarter to trade up as well as trade away a bunch of our picks, because rounds 4 to 7 are going to be really bad for retiring players here. Hossa, this is all pretty basic. A lot of these guys I assume were free agents. Did Kunitz really just win him? He did. He just won himself another Stanley Cup with San Francisco. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's insane. And I can't believe he pulled that off. So only a couple coaches retiring, not too many there, and that's good to see. Chris Kunitz now becomes a scout for the San Francisco Vikings, and that's actually pretty cool. So for our trade block here, Forsberg is probably tradable, like expendable. Yeah, I agree. And as you can see, those two franchise players are going to be the future pieces we're building around. Barkov's gone up really well here. Jeez, he's 92 overall now. So he's a nice piece. I don't think I'd say he's expendable. The only guy I would call expendable at the moment here would probably be Teuvo Teravainen, so we might use him to trade up, as really he has not been a great system fit so far, and probably won't be in the future either. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do, is trade Teuvo if we can. I don't know about the rest of our picks here. I don't see us trading a whole lot of those, and Jesus, okay, so Lundqvist is still 87. He had a good year overall, but I just don't see us making a lot of trades right off the bat here. I think we stay patient, don't make any kind of, not false, but what's the word I'm looking for, any quick moves that'll cost us, so I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just hold on to players for now. So we're probably not going to trade anybody, but I did want to show you guys here who the Vikings had. I guess we can't really show that right now, but as you can see, those two franchise guys got up like crazy. Davidson's the top 2 defender now, and Leach is definitely a first-line forward. I don't know if he's going to hit 90 by the next season or not, but that'll be interesting to see. And the only other thing I've noticed here is that Andre Palat fits really nicely alongside Donovan Leach, so that could be another possibility. They are like dead on exactly the same with how they fit together, but we'll enter the entry draft. I don't know if we're going to trade up with Teuvo Teravainen or if we'll trade him to another team along with our pick or something like that, but by the looks of it, nobody really wants to trade there in the top end, which is, fair enough. The Columbus Eagles are going to land themselves another, I don't know about another franchise player, but they're going to land a franchise player in Caden Loynes. Let's actually just check them out nice and quick. How do the Columbus Eagles look on paper right now? So this is the team that has really tanked it overall, and no big surprise there. They're going to land a really nice pairing there to go with their current guy in Luke Leopold, but Leopold playing alongside Loynes is going to be insane for the future. Not so much right now, but we'll see. Loynes might end up being an 84 overall too, or something crazy like that. So yeah, who's to say, really? So by the looks of it, the Rampage want to trade. I don't really want to do business with them since they are a interdivisional rival with us, an interstate rival with us. And, if we can get Bill DeMaio with pick 7, I would be very much willing to trade for that. By the looks of it, the Toronto Titans are selling on pick 7. So if we could go just Teuvo Teravainen, that would be a sweet deal. I don't know if they take that. I mean, obviously Teuvo's on 5 years still, but let's see. So that's trade accepted right away. I'll take it. Getting rid of a player who doesn't really fit our system in exchange for a prospect who will fit our system better. It totally makes sense. So we got pick 21 as well. So what I'm kind of looking for is some kind of either winger or, definitely a winger that will fit our team good in the future. My God, Jalen Bartley, you monster. Mitch Marner dropped off, unfortunately for them. How does he fit? Forward line 1. That would be interesting, man, to pursue Mitch Marner as a right winger. He's a high value player, and this is an interdivisional trade. But I could see us possibly pulling something off here. I think we would have to involve Dougie Hamilton in this deal if we were going to get this done, but I could see that happening. Again, only 2 years left really here, so that is possible. So if we went Hamilton along with, don't really want to move the 7th, but if we could go Hamilton in the 21st for Mitch Marner, man, that would have been sweet. I don't think they're going to bite on any of our trades here, especially since we don't have all that many picks. If I go 3 more picks on top of that, they'll probably still say no. And yeah, I just don't see this happening at all. Caden Loynes is 83 overall. Man, Columbus, you lucky team. You were lucky you jumped up a couple picks there and landed him. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if we really want Mitch Marner, if that's the right guy to go with. Let's see who else is on the block. Oh, that was Walensky, not Wawrinski. Nick Merkley's on the block, but he's offensive, so we don't really need him. Kirby Dach is interesting as a player who is available. Fits our top 6 forward line, so that might be our go-to kind of guy who we want on center for the second line for the future. That could be possible. So Kirby Dach for Dougie Hamilton, I would do that straight up. But at the same time, you kind of weaken the defense. I probably want to get rid of picks here as well because the later rounds are just going to be brutal, and I don't even want to pick any later than round 4, so pick 5 and 7 in there too. Man, I would take that. Let me just consider that. So that's LA. Let's see who else is even on the block here. Jamie Benn is getting up there already, so I don't think we really want him. Let's see. Anybody else? That's Jay Bergeron, not Patrice. Yeah, I don't really think so. So I think that is a good deal to make there with Kirby Dach, bringing in a center prospect who is really a bit of a beast, to be honest. So yeah, if they want to send Dach away, I will definitely make that deal with them, especially if it only costs us Hamilton a 5th and a 7th, because we can probably go out and sign a replacement defender for Dougie Hamilton pretty quickly. So that's what I'm hoping anyways. So let's see what happens here. That's obviously accepted. Kirby Dach is going to come into Houston as, our future number 2 center behind Donovan Leach. The Winnipeg Wizards land Lafreniere. Ooh, Edmonton picks up Ponomarev. Big mistake there. And let's see who else goes. Holtz goes here. I'm assuming Byfield's going to go next. Yep. And we have got Bill DeMaio here on the board, who I am most likely going to take. I know you guys are going to say, oh, it's another center, don't pick him, but we're taking him because he's got a couple things in common here with Donovan Leach, and I'm hoping we can either move him over to the wing or something like that. Also, he's a good locker room presence, so I'm really not expecting any troubles with him here. And at 74 overall, the 7th pick for a medium elite is pretty solid. I'm not going to complain. He's got 76 faceoffs, so that's also good to see. And no complaints there from me. Bill DeMaio is going to be a solid center here for the Houston Cosmonauts in the future. So a couple other, decent picks in here. Tim Stützle doesn't go till pick 15, so that is interesting. Lundell goes to New York. Same with German there. Gogolev goes to Dallas. Rossi goes to Washington. Mackey was actually a pretty solid defender overall there, picked by the Firebirds. And, Semin as well. Igor Semin was a very nice pick by the Bulldogs. So, I like what I've seen on defense here for kind of unknown players. I don't really see us... Justin Barron could be a possibility. I'm not really sure exactly who I want to take here. I don't know if Svitsov is going to be... if he's going to be a medium top 6 or not. I know Barron's going to be a medium top 4, and he's right-handed, so I'll take the risk on him if he doesn't fit. Yeah, he's 66 overall, so that's not spectacular. I bet Svitsov's better. Oh, no, he really wasn't. So I think we made the right pick there. Going to sim over to pick number 52 now. A couple good players throughout here. Nobody crazy good. Sivanen, I believe is how you say that. Sivanen was nice. Brizgalov was nice. Chichart's normally good. Pitlick was okay. Let's see who else. Williams was good. Anisimov, not so much. Del Monte was a nice pick. Yeah, there's a couple real nice picks in here. Nobody crazy good, but I like the direction our team is moving. I don't know if I really want to take Mäkinen right now. He might be elite, but I don't think he's going to be, so that's kind of why I'm saying no to that and preferring to go with a different player instead. I don't even know who that different player is going to be at this point. Sidhu didn't really turn out there. Hedden would be a nice pick. He's at pick 90, but you know what? I'm going to take a guaranteed potential there over a bunch of risk. So, 47 overall, but we got a medium starter for the future here, and I am not complaining. Oliver Sooney looks all right. Gauthier was okay. Nick Malik, 59 overall. See that is the miss that we made there. So, let's see who got picked after. I guess it was round 4, wasn't it? No, it was round 2. What am I doing? So at the end of round 2, we ended up picking, Hedden, and then, Mäkinen was not worth going for. Neither was Tutu, neither were any of those guys really, so... Yeah, I think we've made more or less all the right moves we could have. I probably should have taken Tinen instead of Hedden, but what can you do? Can't always get the picks perfect. So, you know what? I will take Phil Bishop here. Pick 132. I'm not upset with that. So, Phil Bishop at pick 115. 51 overall, but he's a power forward for the future. And let's see what else was in round 4 besides Phil Bishop. Doesn't look like much there. Okay. Sim to the next round after that. Round 5. Suglobov, I think we knew he was pretty good. Spiller was a backup. No, elite goalies or anything in here. Oh, Jan Bednar. Jan Bednar, again, would have been another better goalie pick than what we made in Hedden. But, again, you cannot pick all of them right, so... Round 6. Ooh, low elite there finally in Kazanov. He's a sniper at center. Okay. 47 rated, 18 years old. Who else? Nobody else there. So that's probably going to be the draft. We traded away our picks. I'm good with that. I'm happy with the 4 prospects we land. We land one of each position pretty much. DeMaio's a center. Justin Barron is a defenseman. Hedden's a goalie, and Bishop is a winger. All right, so I didn't actually get to show you guys the San Francisco Vikings. I haven't yet, and I won't get to until a little bit later. But anyways, we have the re-sign phase here, which is, fairly important. John Davidson, Larmour, Leach probably as well are all going to be RFAs here, and they should all want to re-sign. I wouldn't see why not. And yeah, we actually do have a lot of good contracts on this team overall. So I'm not exactly worried. We got $35 million in cap space. Everything looks pretty solid as of right now, so I'm not exactly worried. My God, that is a lot of expiring defense. Jesus, Ben Hutton, unfortunately, is expiring there, so yeah, damn, that was a lot of contracts. So, you have not proved anything yet. I'm sorry. We can do a 2-year, $9 million deal on Davidson, but I'm not doing anything more than that because that is just a bit ridiculous at this point, as he hasn't really proved much yet. See, Donovan Leach understands the system a little bit better, so he's definitely getting that contract. Chara for 4.2 for 2 years. I'm good with that. Tyler Bertuzzi wants a longer-term contract, but at just $4.5 million. I will take that. He is a very solid piece there, and I've got no complaints with that. Chris Tanev, I don't know about 4 years. I will go 2 at 4.5, but that's all he's going to get for now. Jumbo Joe wants 3.2 for the next 2. Okay. See, we don't want to get too pricey here on players. I think it'll tone down here a bit. Kyle Okposo, man, I'm sorry, but you're already 32. You ain't worth that much money. These guys are more being signed for the AHL than anything else really at this point. So yeah, the cheaper the contract, the better, because that means we'll have more lenience and slack to go out and sign other guys. Ben Hutton is rejecting us right now, so that is that. We're not going to sign him apparently. Colin Wilson drops off on potential, but is still a solid player overall. Oscar Sundqvist is an RFA. We'll sign him. We have a lot of guys that are expiring here. So Mizak, Nordstrom, and Pitlick don't want contracts. Good with me. Joachim Ryan we will sign. Stephen Johns is a 3-year deal. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's not too bad. We can always trade him if we have to. See, I don't want to do a whole bunch like this, though. For obvious reasons, I would say. But I am going to pull Kirby Dach up to the NHL no matter what, because I would like him playing as, he is a power forward. He's a high top 6 at this point as well. And, Arthur Kaliev, currently a free agent, has his best locker room chemistry, so we could go and pull in Kaliev too, if that helps him out. So that's a possibility. Lucas Spiza dropped off. Bill DeMaio probably going to spend a year in the AHL, and we'll see what happens after that. We do actually have a decent amount of talent in here besides the guys that we've already gone and signed. So, I'm willing to offer these guys more deals. Barron's probably going to go back to the Dub, as he is still 18 years old, so I can't really see him doing anything else there. We'll sign all these guys, though, as they are nice and cheap. And then we have goalies, so Jamie Larmour, no question about it, he's definitely worth that money. Anton Forsberg, we will definitely sign, and same with Ville Husso, as they definitely helped the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins there to go a little bit farther in the playoffs, I guess. So Larmour easily signs. Same with Husso. Davidson signs. Leach signs. Bertuzzi signs. Tanev signs. Chara signs. Thornton rejects. Okay, so Thornton doesn't want to play here anymore. Same with Perry. Same with Wilson. Albert Johansson signs. Same with Giroux. Same with Utanen. Same with Godin. Same with Tanev. Same with Sundqvist. Same with... Oh, no, he did not sign. Anisimov does not sign. Ryan does. Forsberg does. Marlowe rejects. Rask resigns. Achari rejects. John signs. Eakin signs. DeMaio signs. Okay. So let's look at the progress reports, because this is going to essentially determine how the team looks next year. So, a lot of the wingers are looking real fine right now. I would kind of like to re-sign Jumbo Joe, but at the same time, Dante Heinen's up. We probably don't need to sign Jumbo Joe, so that's fine. I don't really need to go after him. Okay, so if we go by position here, let's go centers first. So we got Barkov, Leach. If we go Heinen and then Doc, and then leave guys like Rask, Eakin, and like Voleno and DeMaio in the minors, we should be good. We do have a lot of centers there, so left wing's looking a little bit weak at this point, but we can always go out and get more guys, right? That's an option. Right wing, I would say it's overloaded a little bit, but at the same time, I don't think it's really worth signing a whole bunch of guys. Defense, we need at least one more depth defender, really. I'm going to try to re-sign Ben Hutton in free agency, but as of right now, we really don't have the greatest defensive core. It could be better. And then goaltending is all set already, so... how many wingers did we have? Okay, so the left wing was good, but what about the right wing? 3, 4, and then we got 2 there, but both those guys don't want to re-sign. Or I don't want to re-sign. So how much money do we have left? Because that is the thing I need to figure out right now, is what is our cap budget? $3 million. That's not good enough to go out and sign a UFA defender or anybody like that, so that's not good. So we might have to clear some cap here. Whether that be, Henrik Lundqvist is an option to clear, simply because he's going to be kind of expensive here in the future. And then, worst case scenario is we let Jamie Larmour grow next season, even though he's considered a backup right now. The $8.5 million on Henrik Lundqvist is too much, and I'd rather sub that for a defender. So, I think we're just going to send him to free agency, see what happens, and go from there. So a lot of guys didn't re-sign with the team, which makes sense. But at the same time, even though we got that championship status, I'm looking for defense. So the team that I wanted to show you guys before we do anything else here, team I wanted to show you guys is the Stanley Cup winners here in the San Francisco Vikings. Who is on their team? Go figure, Sidney Crosby and Troy Mahalik. Yeah, that makes sense that Crosby would win another cup there with a good solid team. So at $8.7 million, man, he is a very good player to have on your team. Who did they have in goal? They had Samsonov. Okay. So they must have had another goalie who walked, because there's no way I see them winning a cup with just Samsonov in net. Oh my God. Okay, so we are on the search for defense, and it doesn't look like there's a ton available right now. Hold up, Nashville wants to trade Mikhail Savan? You're kidding me, right? Or we can offer him an RFA contract. Damn, that would be sweet. pick up Savan, even just as a trade piece. Like, that would be sweet. Okay, they want to trade Petrie. He's got 1 year left, so that's not great. And I didn't even check to see if he fits the system. Defensive pairing 2, possibly. See, possibly is not good enough for me. Okay, how about we go and look and see who's interested in Henrik Lundqvist for a 1 year deal, even though his value is just gone. The Mississauga Mavericks are interested. Okay. Who do they got for defense? They actually have some pretty good defenders here. Sandin is looking insane. But, I'd take a guy like Matheson or maybe Savard. He's kind of expensive. Cale Fleury would actually be my number one kind of guy here that I would want. So if they'll take that straight up 1-for-1, doesn't look like it. So can we move a second rounder or something like that? Or I don't really want to trade Clegg, but how about the Winnipeg Wizards fourth next year as well? No, it might have to be a third. Okay. Well, that's ours, and that's probably less valuable. So, crap. Just too far off the table. Okay. Skaters matching the block. Could I trade you Boris? Because he's already 22, and he's probably never gonna turn out to be much. So, I'll take that. It clears up a shit ton of cap space for us. I know the team doesn't like that we traded away Lundqvist, but when we look at free agents here, there is Mikael Savan, one team interested currently as an RFA. He's $8.9 million, but our picks are not worth much, so that would be insane. Obviously there's Pietrangelo and a whole bunch of other valuable guys here who would be worth pursuing. But yeah, this is tough right now because we don't have the best goaltending at the moment. There's a lot of goaltending available, but for a very expensive cost at the most part. So let's see. Nashville doesn't really want to sign anything here. What if we offer him a 3-year... Wait, what are the cap penalties? Let's just double check these because I don't want to go and end up giving up 4 first-round picks or something like that. Just to see. So offer sheet compensation is... Okay. So we're looking to offer him right around $10 million. Next 4 first-round picks. This year's first 3-round picks and next year's first. Okay, so we can offer up to $9.43 million. I'm okay with that, especially if it means we end up snagging a franchise player in Mikael Savan. We might end up trading him, especially if he doesn't fit the system very well, but he's a top 6 forward kind of guy, so why wouldn't we go for him when we know what kind of player he is already? Man, that would just be sweet. Okay, so we can offer up to 9.435, I think it said, so we offer him $9.4 million for the next 3 years. I don't think Nashville can currently match that. And I would love to bring him in. We'll see what happens here because, again, I don't want to completely miss the opportunity to sign a defenseman and goalie because that is really more what we need right now. We can't go with another offensive defenseman, unfortunately. So I'm looking for more a guy who can fit defensive pairing number 2 at the moment. Alex Pietrangelo would be a sweet addition, but again, he's $10 million, and that is really more for if what's his name, if Savan doesn't get matched, and at 19, you're not going to beat that. for age. Let's see who else has value here, really. Maybe Ryan Strome, but again, not worth picking up for us. What about goalies? Goalies are always interesting to see. See, I would love to sign Malcolm Subban for a backup for 1 year at $1.6 million. That would be sweet. There are some older goalies in here still. And I don't think it's really worth pursuing any of those guys, so let's look at... I'm looking at Travis Hamonic for maybe like a 2-year deal. If we go 2 years, 4.5, again, that would be a solid, sturdy deal. But we've got all the contracts offered that I want. It's really more just a case of, does Mikhail Savan accept our deal? Because if he does, then we got another franchise player on our hands who fits the top 6, does all that stuff well. And okay, so Subban went somewhere else. Oh, Hamonic. Oh, okay, Hamonic signed. Yeah, so at this point, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with the team here. Because, yes, Barkov is our best player. There's no question about that, but I'm going to have to look at our contracts again because I don't know who's getting paid what, and certain guys are getting paid too much, so... let's see. Barkov's only $5.9 million. That means Davidson's our highest paid player. Kovalchuk is expendable. We could definitely move him. I think Kovalchuk could be the next guy to move. I don't know what we'll get for him. Anything like that. We could check the trade finder here. I don't think it's going to be very useful, but... we'll see. So Ilya Kovalchuk, where are you at, buddy? He's not very valuable. We'll just wait on that. Let's try Kovalchuk again here, and I think we're going to go with probably the picks. Just to, again, we are really right against the cap right now, so I think just going with the Chicago Devils picks there is good enough for me. And I know that the team doesn't like it when we trade away players, but we kind of have to if we're going to bring in better talent, so... okay, let's see what happens with Savan. So he's decided to accept our deal. It's an expensive one, obviously, but he's a franchise winger, so that would be sweet. So I said I was going to go and try to re-sign Ben Hutton. He's nice and cheap right now, so I think we'll offer him about $2.5 million for the next 2 years, and he should take that. I don't see why he wouldn't, and... really, that would be the nicest deal we could pull off right now. I doubt Nashville's going to be able to match this. We're kind of stealing a player away from Connor McDavid by doing so, if we do get Savan. But let's see what happens here. So, we're coming up to it right here, and I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, but yeah. So that means 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years, plus a second and a third this year. I think it's worth it because Savan's going to just grow and grow and grow into an insanely good player alongside a guy like Donovan Leach and Alexander Barkov and Kirby Dach. And it's like, I don't think I can turn this down. I think we have to take this. So, yeah, big RFA signing here. Jeez, welcome to the team, Mikhail Savan. That's crazy. So we're still considered a contender because we haven't spent our money in the best way possible. So we will probably need to go and get some kind of goaltending here, I'm going to assume. But yeah, the forward group looks insane. The defense is solid. It's really just goaltending at this point. So I want to sign Kirby Dach to the NHL. That's what I want to do. So nobody's really got goalies on the block at the moment, so I don't think we really need to trade for anybody, but we probably could. So they got $4.6 million in cap. I think Mrazek would be just good enough to pick up for us. I'm not offering a goalie. But I could offer... Let's see. I'm not offering Kirby Dach. That's not happening. Could offer Cody Eakin. That could work. I could probably send them... I want to say Clegg as well. So if we went Eakin and Clegg, oh, that's totally worth it. Just, Jesus, we could go Eakin in like a third. Or maybe even like a fourth. Yeah, we could probably throw a third or fourth rounder in here and we would be good. So let's try a third rounder from Winnipeg. That should get the deal done. And that brings in another goalie, makes us a stronger team, and we're still contenders, but I will bet against that heading into the next season. So heading into the next season, 93% of our tickets sold. Doesn't get much better than that. And yeah, I mean, we definitely have... Okay, so we earned our profit budget. That's good. That's really good. And let's see. What else? I am excited to see what Savann's got here. So they want us to improve our top 4 defense to make us a serious contender. Okay. Yeah, so maybe that Dougie Hamilton trade wasn't the smartest idea. But by the looks of it, yeah, Dach is in the lineup right now, which is what we wanted to see. Rask is also in the lineup, so I wasn't entirely expecting that. But let's try... I like how Kirby Dach fits the second line, man. Let's try... Oh, you can't say no to that. You just simply can't. Oh my God. That is sweet. That is a sweet looking top 6. Jesus. Doesn't get any better than that. My gosh. Actually, you know what? It probably does. Just wait, if we do this right. Really? Okay. Is it because he's a playmaker? I think that's got to be why. Yeah, it's because he's a playmaker. Yeah, no, okay. That is pretty much the set lineup right there. We have extra defense. I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. Jamie Larmour jumps up beautifully. So that is good to see. They're saying our defense is too weak still. I don't know if I entirely agree with that, but you know, it's not the strongest it could be, but it's also not that weak in general. So okay, so Joakim Ryan actually fits this lineup quite nicely, so I'm tempted to throw him in and see what happens here. He gives a +3 chemistry boost, which is something that we could really use, especially with a guy like Davidson. And he is a two-way defender, but he is only 5'11", so I don't know if I really trust that size alongside. Yeah. Stephen Johns is also defensive, so that's not what we want. We would prefer to have Fleury in there, and he keeps it 1. But, is that really the defensive group we want to go with? I don't think so. But the +3 chemistry will be so huge on Davidson, and he'll put up crazy numbers that I think it's worth it, to be honest. But, I'm not entirely sure how things are going to play out here still. The lineup's looking real nice overall. I like where players are sitting. I like how the team looks. But the defense is still a question mark. The goaltending, I'm not worried about. We landed Mrazek, who adds to the depth even more. And, well, as you can see, the AHL's got players, but at the same time, they don't fit all that well, apparently. Yeah, so that's weird. The AHL's that weak. I didn't think it was going to be, but I guess it is. So, again, we could just go after free agents, do things like that. I know that guys like Morin and Clegg and DeMaio are going to grow for where they're at, but yeah, not entirely sure how things are going to go for the AHL. I'm not so worried about the AHL, to be honest. I'm very much more concerned and, I don't want to say obsessed, but the NHL looks real nice right now. That's all I can say. Is that nobody besides Palat is really looking like they're in a bad spot in the lineup. And that's about the best forward group we could put together here. So I know it looks weird because Donovan Leach is playing number 1 center right now and Barkov's on number 2, but they both fit where they're supposed to. So I'm kind of wondering what happens if we go like that. Nothing changes really. It's just Timo Meier's got that crazy chemistry. What about Savan? He's just good. Man, I'm really glad we picked up Savan because I think he is about as good as we could get for what we were looking for. Because, yeah, he just fits the top 2 lines there so perfectly right now in this system. That a +3 chemistry boost on both lines, that means we have a 95 rated Alexander Barkov. 95. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. I don't know about Heinen playing second line. I kind of prefer Leach on the second line just to really balance things out a bit better. Four-man's okay. It's nothing special right now, so I think we just leave that as is. Penalty kill's actually not all that bad, and the 3-man's solid, so. But besides special teams for extras, are not going to change that around. That is really good. And yeah, can't exactly complain about the wingers we got here. Extra attackers are, very solid. And, all right. So our captain is going to remain, as, what's his name, Barkov for now, but the alternate's not going to go to Savan. It's going to go to Donovan Leach, as he did have a very solid season in his rookie campaign, and same thing along with Davidson. So John Davidson, Donovan Leach, and Alexander Barkov going to be wearing the 3 letters there for our team. So yeah, overall, the team's in good shape. I know we're only listed as contenders right now, so next episode we might be looking forward to adding more defense and a stronger defensive group in general because, we have Davidson right now, but if we could get another defender that actually boosts that chemistry that's higher than 79 rated with a pinch balance defender, like that would be what we need, and that would really kind of bump us up to the next level there, I would say, because, all of these other guys only give a +1 chemistry boost, which is not really good enough at this point. So anyways, the team's in really good shape. I'm happy with it, and I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about how this series has gone so far? Do you think that the San Francisco Vikings were a good enough team to win the entire league there? I don't know if I entirely do, but they did it, right? Like, Sidney Crosby's good enough there, and when you got a guy like Troy Mahalik playing alongside him, you're going to see some results. And I can see why they won. They had a very well-rounded team overall. So that's going to be it for me. If you guys are enjoying this series so far, please go down below, leave a like on the video if you made it to the end, subscribe to my channel if you're new and haven't done so yet, and also turn on notifications so you never miss when I'm uploading. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.